good morning students. Today we will discuss about the saponification value, means how to determine the saponification value of the given sample. In last practical we discussed about acid value. Okay, discussed about acid value. Now we will discuss saponification value for different oils. Okay, what is the aim for the practical? To determine saponification value of given oil sample. Okay, references, that is IP, Indian Pharmacopoeia, Government of India, Ministry of Health and Welfare, Controller of Publication, 1996, volume 2nd, page number 850. Okay, means you can use a recent edition of this Pharmacopoeia. Means what is the new updation that we will see in the recent publication or recent edition of the Indian Pharmacopoeia. Second one is the Experimental Pharmaceutical Chemistry Practical Manual by Estiki Nirali publication, page number 39. Okay, means this procedure is given in page number 39 in the this particular practical book. Okay, you can refer Beckett and Stanley, which is practical book for the pharmaceutical organic chemistry, and one of the best reference book, that is Ogel's Practicals book. You can refer for this procedure. Okay, now what is the requirement for the 2 days experiment? Burette, pipette, conical flask, reflux condenser and round bottom flask. These are the requirement we have to require during the handling of this particular experiment. Then chemicals, first one is castor oil. Means for the castor oil we have to determine the saponification value. Second one, 0.5 molar ethanolic KOH, 0.5 molar normal HCl hydrochloric acid, then phenolphthalein indicator. Theory, quality control constants like acid value, saponification value, iodine value, which indicate the purity of fat or oils. Means these are the different constant is this is known as quality control constant. Quality control means we have to control this quality, means by using this standard value for different this constants we can say that this particular sample is pure one, or this particular sample is impure, or this particular sample is degraded, all this. Okay, these are specific for the pure sample of fat or oil. Deviation indicate presence of impurity in fat or oil, or indicate that fat is stored under improper condition. Okay, just I have said that. They assess the degree of adulteration. Adulteration means what is adulteration? Adulteration is mixing of different other inferior material, so that they get benefit, means commercial benefit. Means for that purpose the peoples are adultering your sample. Means actual sample is castor oil, which is pure one, like purity is 99 point something, but for commercial benefit peoples are mixing the inferior quality oil. Okay, so that they get commercial benefit from that. So adulteration is generally done for the commercial benefit purpose. They assess the degree of adulteration. They determine the proportion of different type of fat in a mixture. Saponification value tells about the content of free or bond fatty acid in given fat or oil. It tells about alkali required for conversion of fat into soap. Higher saponification number shows a high percentage of short chain acid in glyceride. It gives idea about molecular weight of fat, and since it is inversely proportional to the molecular weight, higher the molecular weight, lower will be its saponification number. Means these are the some applications, we can say applications of this saponification value. Means it gives idea about your adulteration which is take place or not, or means from saponification value you can get the actual idea how much percentage of this your acid is converted into the glycerides, etc. Okay, then actually what is the if the compound having higher molecular weight, then the saponification value is lower, and if the your compound's molecular weight is lower, then saponification value is higher. This is the relation between this molecular weight and the saponification value. Actually, saponification value means saponification means soap formation. Soap means soap formation, foam formation, foaming. Do you know about your detergent and all? In that, what happens? Foam formation takes place. Saponification is, this is somewhat that, means foam formation. Okay. Now, what is the principle for this? The saponification value of an oil or fat represents number of milligram of KOH required to saponify 1 gram of substance. Means, what is the definition for this saponification value? This is this is number of milligram of KOH required to saponify 1 gram of substance. This is known as the saponification value. Means saponification value will change with the molecular weight of oil or fat. uh, I earlier said that how the relation between molecular weight and saponification value. Then saponification value is defined as the number of milligram of potassium hydroxide required to completely saponify 1 gram of the oil or fat triglyceride present in oil or fat are hydrolyzed by alkalis, and glycerol and salt of fatty acid are produced. Means hydrolysis, this reaction is nothing but the hydrolysis take place in, because there is KOH. OH always responsible for the hydrolysis of the particular compound. Means what happens? Triglyceride or fat are hydrolyzed. Fat are hydrolyzed with the help of alkalis. Alkalis means your KOH. KOH is alkalis means base. Another name is alkali for base. Base is used for the hydrolyzing the fat or your oil sample, and glycerol and salt of and after hydrolysis, what is the your product? Salt of fatty acids are produced. Okay. Then the reaction involved in hydrolysis of ester of carboxylic acid and alkali. The carboxylic acid react with KOH to form soap. Then what happens? The carboxylic acid produced which react with the KOH to form soap. Soap means I said that. What is the soap? Foam. Okay. Then what is the procedure for this saponification only? First step is what? You have to introduce and accurately weigh a quantity of the substance about 2 gram being examined into 250 ml RBF fitted with the reflux condenser. Means here we have to weigh the your sample 2 gram. 2 gram is what? Which is your sample? That is castor oil. For castor oil you have to check the saponification value. So here we have to weigh 2 gram of your castor oil. During the taking of weight, you may consider that is about density of the particular sample. After means you know that it's relation between density and mass. Then after that this 2 gram of this castor oil taking in RBF, then we have to add 25 ml of 0.5 molar ethanol KOH. Means 0.5 molar KOH you have to prepare in the your ethanol. Ethanolic KOH means you have to weigh a particular sample, that is KOH. For 0.5 molar, what will be the weight of KOH? You should weigh that accurately weight of that KOH, and then you add in the volumetric flask, and this particular solution or this 0.5 molar KOH should be prepared in ethanol. Means solvent will be your ethanol, and for you should calculate if 1 molar KOH what is the molecular weight, then how to prepare how much quantity required KOH for the 0.5 molar. On the basis of that you calculate the accurate weight, and you should prepare in the solvent using ethanol. Then what is the next? Then add few pieces of porcelain, okay, to control that heat or to avoid some explosion and all. You have to add some pieces of porcelain dishes. Then boil this mixture under reflex on water bath for 30 minutes, and this is you have to boil in for 30 minutes with refluxing. After that remove the condenser and add few drop of phenylethyl indicator and filtrate with 0.5 nl indicator and filtrate with here filtrate, not a filtrate, keep in mind is titrate, means this is typo error. First of all, after refluxing, what should you have to do? You have to remove that particular RBF. Okay, in RBF you have to add few drops of phenolphthalein indicator, which act as a your indicator. Then this should you have to titrate with whom 0.5 normal HCl. Okay, then note down the burette reading and repeat the procedure by avoiding oil sample. Calculate the saponification value. Then you have to means in what condition that color changes from pink to colorless or colorless to pink, that end point you have to determine. You should note that burette reading. This is for your sample reading, and same for you have to take wait for blank reading. In the blank reading, what will be your this content in the condenser? In in the RBF round bottom flask, you have to take just 0.5 molar ethanolic KH, means without your sample, means with omitting sample. You have to omit that sample, means without sample you have to perform that, means you have to reflux that particular solvent for 30 minutes. After that we have to take outside, and in that add phenolphthalein indicator and titrate with 0.5 molar normal 0.5 normal HCl, and you have to take that reading, which is your blank reading. Blank reading is always without sample, or in that we have to omit the sample and take the blank reading. This is the procedure for blank and sample. Okay, then result means how to represent or how to write the result. The saponification value of given sample of castor oil was found to be whatever. Okay, before that you should know the standard value of castor oil. What is the standard value of saponification? For saponification you should get that value from IP, that is Indian Pharmacopoeia, or standard books like Merck Index, and you can refer anyone. Okay, in that they have mentioned the standard saponification value for the castor oil. Okay, then what is the conclusion? Given castor oil sample does or does not comply IP limit for saponification value, means if the saponification value, for example we can say that in between 100 or 120, your value in between that 100 and 120, in that case you can say that this particular sample, that is your castor oil, which passes or which complies with the Indian Pharmacopoeia. Okay, in case which your value is deviate from the standard value, then you can say that, or you can represent in your conclusion that your sample does not comply as per IP. Okay, this is the procedure, this is the conclusion, result, all about saponification value. Okay, then what is the observation table? In the observation table, first one is serial number, then burette reading ml, initial for you, which is your blank reading, then what is the final sample in between that A minus B, what is whatever is given in your that is formula, how to calculate the saponification value. Then your mean means if you are taking two readings for that particular sample, then you have to take the average of that two. Okay, then calculation, how to calculate the saponification value. What is the formula for calculation of saponification value? Saponification value is equal to B minus A divided by weight of sample into 28.05. Here where B is B represent for blank burette reading. Okay, that is without your sample. Next is A, burette reading for sample. Burette reading for sample in your sample means you have to add particular your sample, that is castor oil. Next one is W is equal to number of gram of sample, means if you are taken 2 gram of sample, then you have to add means you have to mention 2 into, means for example B minus A, whatever you have to write your readings, blank minus your sample reading. Then weight of sample, that is 2, you can say 2 into to 28.05. This is the calculation for saponification value. Okay, I think you all understand this is very well how to perform and how to write this particular saponification value. Then next you have to assignment question for you, that is, just concentrate here. You just first question is you have to mention different saponification values for different oil. Different oil means in that castor oil, olive oil, your different oil. At least 5 oil should be mentioned. For 5 oil you have to mention, or you have to search standard value for this saponification value. Okay, this is first question. Means for 5 oil, any 5 oil, you have to mention saponification value for that 5 different oil. Okay, this is first. Then next one is how to prepare 0.5 molar ethanol KOH. This is second question. Next one is how to prepare 0.5 normal HCl. Okay, these are the questions for this particular experiment. You should write, you should make a note of that, and you should maintain that record. Okay, because whatever I have told you, different questions, assignments, tutorials, you should maintain that record, so that at the time of submission or at the time of filling your marks to the university, this will be helpful. Okay, on the basis of that I will put you marks out of out or out of whatever, as per your progress or as per your performance. You should keep in mind, should maintain that record in your file. You are doing file, or you can maintain in your notebook also. This is all about saponification value.